my mother opened up the door and everything that we ever owned was gone. My mother was in a kind of a domestic violence type of relationship with my stepfather, and he took everything. And the only thing that was left inside of our house, he left us with a refrigerator and he left us with a dining room table. So at that time, my mother and I just moved to New Orleans, and my mother is a master cosmetologist, so she left all of her clientele here in Shreveport, and we didn't have anything because he took everything, and my mother didn't have a job. She didn't have any kind of income. Everything that she had as far as savings, they shared together. And so she couldn't get access to any of those things, none of the assets that she had. And in turn, I had very severe asthma at the same time. And I was on 10 different medications, and that meant that I couldn't get my medications because of the copays. And that became a huge issue for my mother and I. That's how our story began, because we didn't know where to turn. We didn't know what services were out there. We didn't know what we were supposed to do. The person who changed my story, her name is Miss Inda Russ. And she was the one who actually told us about all of the services that were provided here in Shreveport and services that United Way funds. Because United Way, we fund different programs of different nonprofits here in the city and in the Northwest Louisiana region. We cover 10 parishes. So she was able to tell us about those programs that benefit our community and benefit us. So in turn, my mother was able to get medications, like from places from the MLK Health Center. So that's a big thing. A lot of people don't know, the MLK Health Center, you can actually go and see a primary doctor. You can see a doctor there. You can get your prescriptions. You can even take health courses and classes. So my mother benefited from that. Goodwill was able to help with job placement and help us with those types of services. So it didn't take one nonprofit to fix my mother and I's problems. It took multiple programs to fix my mother and I's problems and issues. United Way, it's not just a handout, it's also a hand up. Because a lot of these programs you have to, it's a learning experience, and it's not necessarily here, there you go. We want you to actually be able to receive the services, but get you to a point you won't have to always continue to rely on this service. We want you to be able to have that independence again, and that's what I believe that United Way does for individuals in our community. When you give to United Way, you know that you're giving your donor dollars to reputable programs and reputable nonprofits inside of the community. You know exactly where your donor dollars are going to, because we like to say we only fund programs. It's not like we're funding capital projects and stuff like that. 99 cents of every dollar stays inside of our community. So 99 cents of every dollar stays in Northwest Louisiana, and it's not going anywhere else. So a lot of people think, oh my goodness, is my donor dollars going to someplace in New York? Is it going in California? No, it is staying in our 10 parishes that we cover. Great things happen when we live united.